You are listening to Dream Boston, a new series of audio plays powered by the Huntington Theater Company. Dream Boston is a future vision of our city that is somewhere between dream and reality. This play is set at the Concord Bridge at the Minuteman National Historical Park. The date is April 19th, 2025. The title of this play is By the Rude Bridge.
It's early spring. Daffodils are up, and the river's high. Probably looks like it did 250 years ago. Except for the crowds. People from all over the world. We're waiting for the troops from Lexington, where the first shots were fired a little while ago. They're on their way. I've been a reenactor since I was 10 years old, never missed a year. My kids even joined up for a while, and my son loved it so much, he opted for the real thing. 3 tours. He's here today, in his dress uniform, with his kids cheering me on. I'm easy to spot. See, I'm wearing a red coat and facing down the rebels at the Concord Bridge. Well, you can't have a war without an enemy. Don't worry, it all ends with a parade. I was at the bicentennial celebration in 1975. Arlo Guthrie sang, "This Land is Your Land," and President Ford gave a speech about liberty. 15,000 people came to see the reenactment of the Battle of Concord. Today, we've got 10 times that many. See, today is April 19th, 2025. That's the 250th anniversary of the shot heard round the world. There's Minutemen from Acton, Concord, Bedford, Stowe, Sudbury, Lexington. Count 'em all. The president is landing at Hanscom Air Force Base in a little while. She'll get escorted by a Marine battalion to this spot, and she'll lay a wreath at the foot of the Minuteman statue at noon. Everybody wants their picture taken with that statue. Handsome guy. Got his left hand on the plow and his right hand on his musket. He doesn't want to fight, but if you call for him, he'll be ready in a minute. The artist was a kid from Exeter, New Hampshire, Daniel Chester French, just 21 years old when he cast the bronze in 1875. If the Minuteman looks familiar, maybe it's because Chester French also carved the statue of President Lincoln for the memorial in D.C. Another reluctant warrior. Here they come. First, kids with tri-corner hats, playing fife and drums. Now the militia. Just a bunch of farmers gathered on the west side of the Concord Bridge, facing down professional troops of the greatest army ever assembled, British regulars. We're armed with the latest technology, the Brown Bess flintlock musket and bayonet. But we're also outnumbered and more than 20 miles from Boston in a hostile countryside.
For God's sake, will you let them burn the town down? Fire!
Once the battle starts, I get hit in the first volley, and I fall along with Captain Isaac Davis. He's from the Acton Company. We lie on the ground and listen to the kids cheer as the redcoats break ranks and retreat. In 1775, the King's Army ran all the way back to Boston, dodging gunfire. But we just relax in the parking lot afterwards, red and blue together, answering questions, posing for pictures, until the parade starts. Then it's back to marching. The battle road is lined with markers where bodies fell during the retreat to Boston. It's beautiful countryside, open fields and pasture. A real nice place for a picnic. But today, it's a little too cold. Maybe a hot tea at the Colonial Inn. At the end of the event, as you go back to your car, before you cross Monument Street, there's another memorial. Nothing fancy. A lot of tourists walk right by without noticing. It's a marker set into the stone wall between two small Union Jacks. The inscription reads, "They came 3,000 miles and died to keep the past upon her throne. Unheard beyond the ocean tide, their English mother made her moan." I think about my son when he was fighting far away, and us not knowing if he would get up from the battle. So, I always pay my respects. I love studying history and playing my part. I love the speeches and the crowds. Maybe that's why I wear this red coat. But time moves in one direction, and I wonder, 250 years from now, what memorials will we build? What statues? What will we tell our children's children about what we fought for?
Thank you for listening to Dream Boston, where local playwrights imagine their favorite locations, landmarks, and friends in a future Boston when we can meet and thrive in our city. By the Rude Bridge is written by Melinda Lopez. That's me. I'm the artist in residence at the Huntington Theater Company. I grew up a few miles from the Concord Bridge, and you might spy me there on a weekend afternoon with my big yellow dog, Lewis. By the Rude Bridge is directed by Rebecca Bradshaw, sound designed by Valentin Frank, and line produced by Kaylee Chase. The play is performed by Lonnie Farmer. To hear more audio plays from Dream Boston, visit huntingtontheater.org. You can also sign up for virtual classes in our Huntington at Home School series and learn more about future productions at the theater. Thanks for listening.